Well, Dai Young, a new contract for you until 2019. Does that say a lot about where you believe the club to be now as opposed to where you first started?
Absolutely. It was a little bit of an hospital pass that I took obviously in the first couple of seasons, but survived that, and really enjoyed my time at Wasps, and it's been a bit of a struggle, and but we've moved it forward year on year with a lot of people's help. Now Derek Richardson has come on board, really secured our future off the field with the brand new stadium. We're in the process of building world-class training facilities. The squad is improving, things are improving on the field. It'd be silly time now to walk away from it, especially with the direction that the club's going in. But as well as that, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and really proud and honoured to be a director of rugby at Wasps.
7 players have signed new contracts rather this week. Also been news of Jimmy Gopperth and Dan Robson coming to the club. First of all, Jimmy, you've obviously got Andy Good here at the moment, Rory Jackson. What news on those two, and what Jimmy might bring?
Yeah, well, obviously, Jimmy's obviously well respected within the Premiership in his days at Newcastle, done a great job, obviously, for Leinster as well. He's one of the best kickers in the Northern Hemisphere, but his attacking game is up there with the best as well, Obviously, bringing him on board, gives us another couple of seasons, really, with a top quality 10. There are not many about, I think, as we all know that, and when they're there, you probably just got to grab them when they're available, really. Rory Jackson as well is with us for a couple of seasons, and Alex who's coming through really well. I think so. We got 3 10s there, which I really feel can be a part of moving us forward the next couple of seasons. Andy, we love to have him on board as part of the coaching team. His eye for detail, he knows the game inside out. He's inspirational amongst the camp here. Hopefully, we can tempt him to stay on in the coaching capacity. He's obviously thinking over a few options, whether he wants to continue playing or not yet. But we're keeping our fingers crossed that we'll have him on board next year as part of the coaching team.
And Dan Murphy, he'll be here obviously to put pressure on the likes of Joe Simpson, Jack Motes. You've got your youngster Tom Bliss as well, who's been performing the LV Cup. So what are you hoping Dan will bring? Well,
he's a similar player to Joe, really. He's very sharp around the breakdown, got a real good service, good kicking game, a real exciting prospect. And I think Joe's been outstanding for us this season. Charlie, as well, has done a good job for us when he's come on. Motesy, unfortunately, has been injured for most of the season, but he's back now. But I think Dan coming into that group will really put some pressure on Joe and make sure Joe is at his best to keep hold of the jersey.
And this week we hear that Tom Varndell and Will Helu are going to be moving on to pastures new. Varndell to Bristol after 6 years here. He's been a real fan's favourite. A word on his contribution?
Oh, he's been outstanding, hasn't he? And not only is he a good player, he's a top bloke as well. And I think you can understand why the supporters obviously right behind him. He does some great things on the field, scores a lot of tries. But he's at the stage as a lot of players come to. They all look for a new challenge, and players come, players go. He goes with our best wishes. There's a lot of rugby left in this season, so I'm sure he's going to do some good stuff for us till the end of the season. But he goes with our best wishes, and I'd like to put on record a big thank you to him for all the support he's given me and on all the good times he's given the supporters, and he'll give us a few more before he leaves.
Certainly will. This Saturday, big clash against Bath. Is it going to be the battle of the back rows?
Yeah, I think they'll have a big part to play in it. Obviously, they've got some big players in the back row, as have we, really. But we done a job on them at home, which they were flying at the time, and I think we caught them by a little bit of surprise. I think they brought a real physical game, which we more than matched on the day. So I think they'll be hurting a little bit. Losing last week as well won't probably help our cause. I think they'll be right up for it this weekend, but so are we. So we're looking forward to it.
And you're a top 4 club, Dai, at the moment. A win against Bath and perhaps a few weeks of a few more victories would put you in a tremendous position as the season continues.
Yeah, it does. Certainly top 4 at this moment in time. We're really pleased with that, but realistic as well. If you look at how tough the league is and how tight the league is, 1 or 2 victories and you're right up in the mix, and 1 or 2 losses and you're back down there. So if we're in the top 4 come the end of the season, I'd be absolutely thrilled, because certainly coming into the season, I don't believe we're a top 4 team. I still think it's a little bit beyond us, but our target's always been top 6, and if we can keep up there for as long as possible and going into the last couple of games with a realistic possibility of getting any higher than 6, I'll be thrilled with that.